Hey guys, Buckskin Dave here. How's it going? Grab you some coffee. I'll let you in on a little deal I was doing. Um, this is kind of finished, but anyway, I got this. This is a Model 94 Winchester. It was made probably pre-war. The serial number is 1,300,000 ish. Anyway, it came to me with the stock being broke here, and this was broke. This was a little bit longer forend, and I'm not sure. You see, it's in two pieces. I'm not sure if it came. I'm not sure. That's not a Winchester hard rubber buttstock. Anyway, so I've been doing little videos searching on the computer, and I found this wood. This wood is pre-64 wood, and it needed this barrel band and this barrel band when I got it, didn't have a screw in it. It had a nail pushed in there, and of course that ruined the threads, so I had to find some barrel bands. And sight hood it needed. Anyway, when I first got the wood, I didn't think it was going to be match up good, but it sure does look good. And I was going to refinish it because it didn't look like it was going to match, but it matches so well right now. It looks so good. I didn't really want to refinish it. I want it to look like the rest of the gun. The only other problems, and it's not a problem, you probably can't see it, but there's a bunch of little teeny dents in there, but they don't stop the rounds from going down the tube. I think it had a look to me like it had fallen off a horse. And these are some of the scratches that it got when it hit the ground, and this is where this broke. But I didn't do anything to the bluing finish. That's the finish on it. And for a gun that old, whew. So what I'm going to do today, and we did not modify this gun at all. All I did was fix the stocks. So anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to kind of run this barrel really good. And then I've got this camera deal that's on us. We're going to run it down the barrel and see what the barrel looks like. And then I got some 30-30 rounds. These are Federals, 150 grain, and they're traveling 2,400 at the muzzle. So I'm going to give them a try out on the range. I'll put up a piece of it was nice and sunny this morning, but all of a sudden it turned like cold and foggy. So we'll see what we can do. I'd like to get out there and put up a piece of paper and just see how this barrel is going to affect the bullet flight. So anyway, get a cup of coffee, and I'll get this thing ready to. We're going to scrub the bore real good. Got a really good copper solvent, and clean it out really good. And then what I want to do now is I'm going to run some of this JB non-embedding bore cleaner down there. It's kind of almost like a polishing compound. And I'm going to knock anything off of that. This thing hasn't had much attention, so I don't know if there's any corrosion in there or whatever. This will help polish it a little bit. And then we'll take a look at it with the Borescope, see what it looks like. And I'll put some of this down. I also wire brushed it really good. So we'll see how it goes. This stuff is really good for cleaning you're shooting a lot of lead bullets, cowboy bullets. After you're done cleaning your gun, you'll use some of this, and when you clean it, it will actually get more dirt out of your bore even after you thought you cleaned it. So let me pump this back and forth a little bit and I'll be right back.
Anyway, that's what the barrel looks like. If you just look like down there in the shining light, it's pretty shiny. The rifling looks good, and I'm not done cleaning it yet. I need to do some more cleaning. Let's see here. See if you guys see as I move it around. So I'm running it down the barrel there. That's kind of cool. It looks to me like the rifling is okay. We'll just have to see what it does when it shoots. Actually, yeah. Now let's see, when I was looking this way, let's see if okay. Anyway,
Borescope, but it does let you see what's going on in there. I'm getting out towards the end here. And towards the end is usually where it hits the most. And on this one here now, I can see some pits out towards the end. That's usually where it pits the most because that's where moisture gets in, you know. Well, let's put it this way. I've seen worse. But out of a gun was made in the pre-war, we just have to see how it shoots. It's not all bad. It's not all horrible. It's not great though. Sometimes these guns shoot just fine with the barrels being pitted. So some of the so this being a pre-64, getting to like 2,170,000 or something. 2,270,000. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, the serial number on this one puts it back there, and it has all the other telltale signs. It's a machined steel receiver. This here pin that goes through right here, it's a pin, and it's held in by that screw. Okay. After they went post 64, I believe that was a screw that went in there. Anyway, all we can do, I'm going to go ahead and polish it just a little bit more, and see if the weather will let me. I'll put a piece of paper up and okay, so clean some of that rouge out of there. And actually, it's polished good, but there's some pits on the rifle. Let's see if I can get this over to you. Especially if you get in front of the light. Probably. See, if I get in front of the barrel, there you go. So you can see some of the pits. We'll just shoot it and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's kind of a cobble job anyway, so might just have to put a barrel on it. I was thinking if the guy that I'm doing this for wants a workable wall hanger, basically, and I think he's already there. But if I could find a 25-35 barrel, maybe I could talk him into swapping the barrels out and making it something kind of really unique. But I think this one's It's got some stuff in it, but I think it's going to shoot fine. I'm going to go ahead and, the next thing I'm going to do is molly the barrel and fill into some of those pits and cracks with molly. And then we'll take it out and see if it'll shoot. I went and shot it. The report is as follows. I went out there and it just started to snow and I shot it, and I shot a couple of 3 shots. They seemed like they went where I kind of wanted them to go. They didn't seem like they were all over the place. So a little more work that way, and I think that's good. What I had problem with is some of the internals. One of the things is, remember how I said this was loose? Okay, it's almost just a little too loose. Right there is a little tab. This has to contact that and hold it down. If it doesn't, the gun won't shoot. Well, it does have the ability to go a little bit, I don't know how well you can see it. It does have the ability to go to where it won't shoot. Okay, so something inside needs to be tightened up for that. And then I was shooting the primer. The primer was jacked out just a tiny bit, probably not enough that I would have made a big deal about it. But I think what's happening is it needs to be headspace. It's wore out in there. It needs a little headspace work. Either the bolt need another bolt, or barrel needs to be turned. It needs to be brought back just a little bit. And then I did have one stick in the chamber, and I think that's because this bolt headspace, the whole thing needs a little work. Anyway, so that's on hold for now until I find out what the parts are and find out if somebody wants to spend the money for the parts. But right now it's a functional gun. It's just not 100%. Not bad for 1,300,000 boom serial number, and it is in really, the metal and everything's in really nice shape. So I think it's going to make a good saddle gun. I just got to get some internals done, and you'll be here when I do that. So anyway,